Let's make a whale! The tools you will need for this project, which you can find in our toolkit package, are a spray bottle, a bamboo skewer or toothpick, a ruler with a straight edge, and a sponge. The tools you'll need from home are a wooden work surface, a cutting board works well, a rolling pin, a bowl of water, and a plastic bag. We are going to use half the clay from our kit, so cover the other half you aren't using. First, we are going to wedge the clay to turn it into a ball. Clay cannot be fired as a solid ball because it will break when it's fired, so we will need to make it hollow. Pinch the center of your clay ball out. When a lump of clay is pinched out, it is very uneven in general, and at this point, the rolling helps to smooth the outside of the piece. It also creates different shapes by the amount of pressure we put on a certain area. An example would be after pinching out a clump of clay evenly, I am left with a ball shape. By applying pressure on one end, leaving the other, I would start with more of a cone shape. So I am taking my ball shape of hollow clay and trying to achieve a whale shape by rolling it on a flat surface and adding pressure where I want it to narrow. Unwrap your other half of the clay. Wedge and roll it out. When the thickness is about as thick as a crayon, put the tail pattern on top of the clay and follow the lines lightly with a pencil. Then cut the pattern out. Now we are going to make the flippers. Make 2 balls and flatten them. Smooth the edges by dipping your finger in water. We will now use the score and slip method. Scoring is to scratch the surface of clay and slip acts like glue to keep the pieces together. Slip is a watery mixture of clay and water in order to attach the tail and flippers. Sometimes your tail needs extra clay that acts as a support piece. Smooth anything that sticks out. In order to attach the flippers, push down on the whale. Add a silly mouth. Now it's time to dry the clay. First, leave the piece on a flat surface for a few hours, and this will harden it enough to be able to pick it up and move it onto a cookie rack. Bring your piece, nicely wrapped up, to the Ladysmith Waterfront Art Gallery, where we will fire it. Congrats, looks great.